What if I told you that the one food you eat every single morning thinking it is safe could actually be the reason your blood sugar refuses to come down? That one simple breakfast habit millions of seniors over 60 follow every day is silently working against them. And the worst part is, nobody ever told you the right way to eat it. Not your grocery store, not your last doctor's appointment, nobody. But today that changes. Stay until the end because what I am going to share with you in the next few minutes could change your morning routine forever and finally give you the blood sugar control you have been desperately searching for. Welcome back to Senior Health Secrets Over 60. I am Dr. Jessica Reed. If you are new here, this channel is your home for honest, doctor-approved health information specifically for people over 60. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Because today, we are talking about something that affects nearly every senior I have ever treated. And by the end of this video, you are going to walk away with a simple, clear plan to protect your blood sugar starting tomorrow morning. Now let me ask you something. How many mornings have you cracked open a couple of eggs thinking you were making a healthy choice? Probably more times than you can count. And you should feel good about that instinct because eggs really are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. But here is what nobody tells you. The way most seniors are cooking and eating eggs is quietly causing blood sugar spikes that can damage your nerves, your kidneys, your eyes, and your heart over time. According to the CDC, more than 37 million Americans have diabetes, and another 96 million have prediabetes. That is nearly half of all adults in this country. And for people over 60, that number climbs even higher. The NIH has confirmed that as we age, our body's ability to process glucose slows down. That means the same foods that were fine for you at 40 can hit your blood sugar very differently at 65. You are not imagining it. Your body has genuinely changed. And eggs, as wonderful as they are, need to be handled the right way for someone in your position. I know how frustrating this feels. You are trying your hardest. You are skipping the donuts. You are saying no to the white bread. And still your numbers are not where your doctor wants them to be. That is not your fault. It is a knowledge gap. And that is exactly what I am here to close for you today. I have been practicing medicine and working with seniors for over 15 years. I have helped thousands of patients improve their blood sugar, reduce their A1C, and take real control of their health without radical diets or expensive medications. But here is what most doctors will never tell you in a 10-minute office visit. There are specific, avoidable mistakes hiding inside your everyday egg routine that are quietly undermining all your other hard work. Let us start with number 1. And this one surprises almost every patient I share it with. The oil or butter you cook your eggs in matters far more than you think. Most people reach for whatever is in the pantry without giving it a second thought. But if you are cooking your eggs in vegetable oil, canola oil, or margarine, you could be creating a blood sugar problem before the egg even touches your plate. According to research published in journals reviewed by the NIH, highly processed seed oils can promote inflammation in the body, and chronic inflammation directly interferes with insulin sensitivity. When your cells become resistant to insulin, your blood sugar has nowhere to go. It just keeps rising. I had a patient named Dorothy. She was 68 years old. She was doing everything right. Low-carb diet, no sweets, daily walks. But her fasting blood sugar was still in the 140s every morning. When I asked her what she cooked her eggs in, she said vegetable oil because she thought it was the heart-healthy choice. We switched her to a small amount of extra virgin olive oil, and her morning numbers dropped by over 20 points within 2 weeks. Same eggs, same everything else, just the oil changed. Swap your cooking oil immediately. Use extra virgin olive oil or a tiny amount of real grass-fed butter. Those fats support insulin sensitivity rather than fighting against it. But that is just the beginning. Because number 2 is where things get really eye-opening. The second mistake is eating eggs alone with nothing else on your plate. This one is so common and so easy to fix. When you eat eggs by themselves, your body digests the protein quickly and efficiently. That sounds good, but here's the problem. Without fiber on that plate, your gut has nothing to slow things down. Even though eggs alone have almost zero carbohydrates, the foods that typically come alongside them on a typical breakfast plate do have carbs. Toast, juice, a small bowl of fruit. And without fiber in your gut, those carbs hit your bloodstream fast. Margaret, one of my longtime patients age 71, came to me confused. She said, "Dr. Reed, I eat 2 eggs every morning, no toast, and my blood sugar is still high after breakfast." When we looked closer, she was drinking a small glass of orange juice on the side. Just 8 ounces. That single glass contains nearly 26 grams of natural sugar, hitting her blood with no fiber to slow it down. We replaced the juice with half an avocado alongside her eggs. The avocado gave her fiber, healthy fat, and helped slow every single thing down. Her post-breakfast reading went from 178 down to 134 within 10 days. Always pair your eggs with a high-fiber food. Half an avocado, a handful of leafy greens, some steamed broccoli. The fiber is your blood sugar's best friend at that meal. Now stay with me because number 3 is the one that shocks most of my patients when I explain it to them. The third mistake is eating your eggs at the wrong time of day. This one sounds almost too simple to be true, but the science behind it is very real. The American Diabetes Association has acknowledged that our bodies are more insulin sensitive in the morning than they are in the afternoon or evening. Your muscles are better at absorbing glucose early in the day. That means a high-protein breakfast like eggs eaten in the morning does a much better job of stabilizing your blood sugar than that same meal eaten at dinner. I see this constantly in my practice. Patients who skip breakfast or push their egg meal to lunchtime, wondering why their numbers never settle down. Robert, one of my patients who is 67, used to eat his eggs as a late dinner around 7 in the evening. He thought timing did not matter. When I moved his egg-based meal to before 9 in the morning and gave him a lighter dinner instead, his fasting blood sugar the next day came down consistently. The research backs this up entirely. Eat your eggs in the morning. Make it your anchor meal. Your body will thank you in ways you will see on your glucose monitor. But wait until you hear number 4, because this is the silent mistake that almost nobody is talking about. Before I continue, if this information is helping you today, please take just 2 seconds and hit that like button right now. It helps me reach more seniors who desperately need this kind of guidance. And if you have a parent or friend over 60 who is struggling with blood sugar, please share this video with them right now. It could make a real difference in their life. Now let us talk about the 4th mistake. The way you cook your eggs changes their impact on your blood sugar. I know that sounds unusual. An egg is an egg, right? Not exactly. When you scramble eggs at very high heat with constant stirring, you are breaking down the protein structure in ways that your body processes differently. Hard-boiled eggs and soft-boiled eggs have actually been shown in research published in the journal Nutrients to have a lower glycemic impact than scrambled eggs cooked in oil at high temperatures. The reason is that the protein in a boiled egg remains more intact and takes longer for your body to break down and absorb. That slower absorption keeps your blood sugar more stable after the meal. I had a patient named Gloria, 64 years old, who made scrambled eggs every single morning in a hot non-stick pan with butter until they were almost crispy at the edges. When we switched her to soft-boiled eggs 4 times per week, she noticed her 2-hour post-meal readings dropped noticeably. Try boiling or poaching your eggs at least 3 to 4 times per week. It is such a small change, and the impact on your blood sugar stability can be meaningful. Now, number 5 is one I wish I could tell every senior in America because it has to do with a food almost everyone pairs with eggs that is secretly sabotaging all your hard work. The 5th mistake is pairing your eggs with the wrong carbohydrates. This is the big one. Eggs on their own are incredible for blood sugar. They have nearly zero impact. But what you put next to them on that plate can undo everything the egg is doing for you. White toast, white potatoes, processed breakfast cereals, even certain fruits eaten in large amounts. These foods have high glycemic indexes, meaning they push glucose into your blood very fast. According to the American Heart Association, refined carbohydrates are one of the leading contributors to blood sugar instability in older adults. When you eat those foods right alongside your eggs, the carb spike hits your system hard, and the egg protein is not enough to fully buffer that impact. Helen, a patient of mine who is 70 years old, was eating 2 eggs every morning with 2 slices of whole wheat toast and a banana. She thought whole wheat and a banana were healthy choices, and in a different context they might be reasonable. But for her blood sugar, that combination was creating a significant spike every single morning. We swapped the toast for 1 small slice of sprouted grain bread and replaced the banana with a handful of fresh berries. Her morning numbers improved dramatically within a week. Replace high glycemic sides with low glycemic alternatives. Berries instead of bananas. Sprouted grain instead of white bread. A small sweet potato instead of white hash browns. These swaps are not dramatic, but they protect your blood sugar in a real and meaningful way. And now number 6 is the one that catches most seniors completely off guard. The 6th mistake is eating too many egg whites and not enough of the whole egg. For years we were told the yolk was the enemy. High cholesterol, dangerous fat, skip it entirely. But the science has shifted significantly. A large review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that for people with type 2 diabetes, eating whole eggs in moderate amounts does not significantly worsen cholesterol levels and may actually support better overall metabolic health compared to egg whites alone. The yolk contains choline, which supports brain health and nerve function. It contains fat-soluble vitamins like D, A, K2, and B12. And it contains healthy fats that slow digestion and help prevent rapid blood sugar spikes after your meal. When you strip away the yolk and eat only the whites, you lose those beneficial nutrients, and you actually lose some of the blood sugar steadying effect that the whole egg provides. My patient Kenneth, age 66, had been eating only egg whites for 3 years because his previous doctor told him the yolk was bad for his heart. When we reintroduced one full whole egg alongside his egg whites and tested his markers over 90 days, his blood sugar actually improved slightly, and his cholesterol did not worsen. 1 to 2 whole eggs per day alongside additional whites is a reasonable approach for most seniors. Always check with your own doctor first, especially if you have specific cardiovascular concerns. But do not be afraid of the whole egg. Now I saved the most important point for last. Number 7 is the one that ties everything together and most people never think about it. The 7th mistake is eating your eggs without any movement afterward. This one is not about the eggs at all. It is about what your body does with blood sugar after you eat. According to the NIH, even a short 10-minute walk after a meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. Your muscles act like sponges for glucose. When they are active, they pull sugar out of your blood and use it for energy. Many seniors eat breakfast and then sit down to watch the morning news for an hour or two. That is exactly the window when blood sugar is rising the most after a meal. Thomas, one of my patients who is 72, added just a 10-minute gentle walk around his neighborhood after breakfast every morning. Nothing intense, just a slow, comfortable stroll. His 2-hour post-breakfast reading dropped by an average of 28 points. Same eggs, same meal, just movement added after. If walking is difficult for you, even marching gently in place for 5 minutes in your kitchen counts. The goal is simply to get your muscles moving during that post-meal window. This single habit alone can transform your morning blood sugar numbers. Now here is exactly what you need to do starting today. First, swap your cooking oil immediately. Use extra virgin olive oil or a very small amount of grass-fed butter. Throw out those processed seed oils. Second, always pair your eggs with a high-fiber food. Half an avocado, leafy greens, or steamed vegetables are excellent choices. Third, eat your eggs in the morning. Make breakfast your most important meal of the day and do not skip it or push it to later. Fourth, try boiling or poaching your eggs instead of scrambling them at high heat. Rotate this in at least 3 to 4 mornings per week. Fifth, replace your high glycemic breakfast sides with lower glycemic alternatives. Berries instead of bananas. Sprouted grain instead of white bread, vegetables instead of processed carbs. And sixth, move after you eat. A gentle 10-minute walk, or even marching in place for 5 minutes after breakfast, can cut your post-meal blood sugar spike significantly. These are not extreme changes. You are not overhauling your entire life. You are making 6 small, smart adjustments to something you were already doing. And those adjustments can create a meaningful difference in your numbers, your energy, your nerve health, your kidney health, and your overall quality of life after 60. Let me give you a quick summary of everything we covered today. Number 1. The oil you cook your eggs in matters. Avoid processed seed oils. Number 2. Always pair eggs with fiber. Never eat them completely alone. Number 3. Timing matters. Eat your eggs in the morning when your body is most insulin sensitive. Number 4. Boiled and poached eggs are gentler on your blood sugar than scrambled at high heat. Number 5. Watch what you put alongside your eggs. High glycemic sides undo the benefit of the egg itself. Number 6. Do not fear the whole egg. The yolk has real nutritional value for blood sugar health. And number 7. Move after you eat. Even 5 to 10 minutes of gentle movement after breakfast makes a measurable difference. I want you to know that managing blood sugar after 60 is absolutely possible. You are not stuck. You are not too far gone. Every single patient I have shared this information with has found that these small changes add up to something meaningful over time. You deserve to feel good. You deserve stable energy, clear thinking, and mornings where you wake up and your numbers make sense. And I believe with everything I have learned in 15 years of practice that these steps can help get you there. I would love to hear from you now. Leave me a comment below and tell me which one of these mistakes you have been making without knowing it. Was it the oil? The timing? The sides on your plate? I read every single comment, and your answer truly helps me create the content that helps you most. If this video was helpful to you today, please give it a like and share it with someone you care about who is managing blood sugar after 60. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do that right now. I release new videos every week with science-backed, easy-to-understand health information designed specifically for seniors just like you. Next week, I am going to share something that shocked even me. A common vegetable that most seniors eat thinking it is helping their blood sugar that is actually doing the opposite. You will not want to miss that one. I am Dr. Jessica Reed, and I will see you next video. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making any changes to your health routine.